Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, also that notification icon so you can never miss an upload. Guys, I want to talk about basically a defense that I have been labbing, and I think it's probably the most effective run defense that you can use out of the double A gap defense. Now, double A gap has been a very good defense over the years. It's a very easy and consistent blitz that you can use. You get pressure off the edges against your opponent and force them to make fast adjustments. I'm going to show you basically a run defense, and then I'm going to go ahead and break down a full scheme for my patrons building around this run defense and also pass defense across the board. So basically with nickel defense, the problem with this double A gap defense is that it is susceptible to the run, and you can get yourself out of positioning. So one of the defenses I actually found that works the best is this particular defense called the Nickel Dog Meg. Nickel Dog Meg. Now, this is a 43 version of the defense of the double A gap, so it's a little bit different. I'm going to go and list all the playbooks that you can find this particular play off the Nickel Dog Mag that you can find this defense, and show you basically the full scheme of it. Now, for my patrons, basically what I would do is when I'm running this particular defense, I'm going to leave the cover one hole as one of my primary adjustments. Might as well leave the mid blitz. It's always good to have that in your back pocket, but the cover 2 and cover 3 are going to be plays I'm going to pull out. I'm going to go ahead and remove cover 2 because of my base play that I'm going to call out a huddle is going to be basically a Nickel Dog 2. This is a cover 2 shell that I'll be using for my defense, but I want to be able to have access to this run defense when I need it, because what I have found playing online is people realize, oh boy, I can run against this double A gap defense. I'm going to use 2 tight end sets, a fullback, 3 tight end sets, and I'm just going to pound the ball. Well, this actually will go ahead and put your defenders in place and really confuse your opponent. So this is going to be the other audible, and then another audible that I'm going to use for my page for this setup is going to essentially be the Nickel Dog 3 Buzz is my other audible, just to kind of mess up my opponents. Now, out of the huddle, I'm going to call the following defense the Nickel Dog 2. So the way I run this defense is like so. But the problem with this defense is a lot of times these guys get pancaked, they get pushed over the top, and these guys don't play run fits. So let me go ahead and just show you the run fits that we see with the safeties. So watch these safeties. These safeties are not playing run fits at all. They're backing up. That's going to be 2 defenders off the back, off the run. And this guy actually plays off the run. And if you look at this guy too, he's not necessarily reacting to the run too. He's pulling away from the offensive line. So it leaves a situation where you've got basically 9 guys going against 7 guys, and the numbers are in the favor of the offense, and that's why they're going to be picking up 78-yard shots right away. So here is the defense that I like to run. It's out of the Nickel Dog Mag, and basically what I do is I'll go ahead and switch to the Nickel Dog Mag, and then I'm going to go ahead and show blitz. It's going to get these safeties down in the box, and I'm going to take this guy, slide him down right here, and then I'm going to use this guy right over. Now you'll notice that the defense will play a little bit better, not as stout. Sometimes you're still going to give up some yards, but let's go into this replay and show you how we actually can turbocharge this and make it a little bit better. So watch what happens with the safeties. These guys are playing run fits now because they're playing quarters. They come in attack. This guy comes in attack, and then these outside defenders right here, he plays the outside fit, so he's doing it correctly, and this guy plays the outside fit, or actually plays a fit too. So just switching to this particular defense and bringing the safeties down by showing blitz is going to put you in a situation where you're going to have more defenders in the areas that are going to stop. So blitz, slide these guys down, and then we're just going to go ahead. One of the things that too, I do hold the trigger, so he basically does a slide, but you can see where I'm going to have just a little bit better run fits in it. So let's just see if there was a great play by the running back or if it was a play with the defender. So you can see how this guy actually comes out right here. This run fit actually comes down and plays, and I've got this safety right over the top and this safety over the top. But look at this defender right here. He's not playing the run fit. He actually chases off with the wide receiver. In the same situation with this guy, he actually chases off with the wide receiver. So we want to make sure we beef this up. Now, this is run defense. This is not defense that we're really going to be concerned about the pass too much. We're going to give up some plays, but let's just go ahead and see if we can beef this defense up. Now, one of the adjustments we can do is actually put our outside defenders into soft squats. Now, I choose soft squats over hard flats or cloud flats because at least they carry over the top of the field. I'll also slide this guy down, but these are very, very fast adjustments. And what happens is now these guys are going to attack the ball a little bit better. Slide this guy down, and then we're going to go ahead and do this look right here. And you can see I'm able to go ahead and slide the line right here. Let's go back in instant replay and show you how these guys will actually play run fits on the corner. So this corner right here basically goes ahead and plays a run fit. The other guy, because he's on the outside, does carry, but that's because the ball is going the opposite direction. So I have basically a free rusher because of the inside block that's gonna stop the contain. I've also got this guy sliding across the coverage, and it gives me ability to go and shoot the gap, and you can see how the blocking is just not holding up against this defense. Now, one other adjustment that I saw that will really help you with your run fits is taking the linebackers and shifting them either right or left. Now I'm going to go to the strong side of the field, and essentially because I'm using this guy, it's probably better to shift these guys off to the right. But now this is going to give you a very tough front that your opponent's going to be looking at. He's going to see essentially 10 guys in the box off to the left, and it's going to be very difficult for him to run the ball. You can see right here, I'm getting penetration with that. So these are the adjustments that you want to use if your opponent is using a lot of runs. So we're going to go and set this up. I'll bring the safety down just to get him a little bit closer to the line. And I'm also going to go at pass commit right here. So if he decides to do play action, I'm going to get guys over. But you can see this run is just, these outside pitches and all that stuff are just going to get destroyed. So even with pass commit, you could see that I've got 4 defenders out to 3 blockers on the outside. Now, granted, I've got Clowney as one of the more elite guys, but you can see he makes a play in the backfield and actually shuts this run down. And I'm still playing with this defense. So I've got my run defense I can use against my opponent. If I don't get these flat guys out there, it's okay. He's going to play coverage. They're going to go ahead and be your man coverages, and you're going to have your run fits right up the middle of the field. So this is going to be the base defense that I'm going to use against people that run the ball, and then I'm going to go and jump into some other stuff. So guys, I'm going to go flip this rest of this breakdown to my patrons, but if you like these type of tips, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. You can go to my Patreon. You'll see me using this in gameplay against real people, but this is something that I discovered in the lab, just working on run fits and trying to get my defense more effective. So thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.